You're listening to Edge Radio TV. The views and opinions expressed in this program are that of the hosts or guests, and not the Edge Radio Network or its advertisers or affiliates.
What's up with it? This your boy Big Pro, man, and you tune in to I'm Just Saying Live.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am simply Dot Tennille, your absolutely fabulous host. This is I'm Just Saying Live, and we are right here on the Edge Radio TV network. Okay, glad I got that business out of the way because it is time to get this party started. And guess who I have here with me? The lovely, this is me, Bridget. Girl, let's get this party started. Okay?
How y'all doing today?
We have so many things to talk to you guys
Oh my
about.
gosh, girl. This weekend recap. Come on.
Let me tell y'all about this weekend, okay? When we get ready to get started for the weekend, before the weekend could even get started, things started going awry for me. The children fell ill, if you will. They even missed
Everybody was sick.
field day. Do you know how hard it is to deal with two 8-year-olds who had to miss field day because of a stomach bug, because of Chick-fil-A? Yes, I said it.
Ooh,
Chick-fil-A. Because y'all know I'm
calling y'all
always
out.
telling it. I'm just saying it's not a problem, but it was definitely Chick-fil-A. So be careful right there on Spring Cypress.
She really calling y'all.
That part. I'm going
Dang.
to keep moving because y'all gave me, a lot to have to deal with.
You and your babies.
A lot to have to deal with.
Sheesh.
So when they missed field day, that was it, for me. Then I had
What
the
else
pleasure of going over to a business that did actually do, a good thing, if you will.
Okay.
Grading us. Oh, look at this. Isn't it lovely? Y'all may not know, but Bridget knows. I am heading to Cancun, and I will be doing the show live from there on Thursday.
Why are you going to Cancun?
Oh, it is. Oh, I meant to put a video in here about this. It is my 1-year wedding anniversary. Yay! I made it. I know y'all didn't think I was gonna make it, but it's all right. I did it.
She's off the
made
market.
it.
You people who still trying.
Ooh,
She's off the market.
who's trying? Oh my goodness.
Okay.
But anyway.
Move around.
So I made sure I got that done because we also had a lovely red carpet event that we needed to attend.
An amazing red
An
carpet.
amazing red carpet. Rochelle, why don't you tell them a little bit about what we did?
So we went out and we were invited to the red carpet event for nephew Tommy, as you guys know from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. It was his birthday bash.
Yes.
And instead of just, celebrating and we turned up. However, well, I turned up as much as I can. But he supports veterans.
Yes, he does. Miles of Giving, his foundation,
Yes.
was the cause for the weekend, and we raised tons of money, clearly, because the place was packed.
Packed.
We were over at 5 Central Houston.
Which
of
is
course,
an amazing spot.
Tommy made it known that he was from Houston, Acres Shakers Fo, if you will.
Shakles.
He was like, Fo. I was like, oh my God.
And he went to where?
There were tons. I don't know what school he went to, girl. Where was he?
Texas A&M.
Oh, he went to A&M. Yes, he's an Aggie, just like me.
Oh, Lord.
Whoop. So, Aggies were on the red carpet doing our thing.
Yes,
and
all
guess
of
what?
them.
Of course, we have a video for you guys because we like making these little videos. So, let's kick that off, Ben. know what? He's gonna try to play me today. It's okay, but I am super happy to be here with you right now. Everybody, if you didn't know, and I don't know how you wouldn't, but this is Nephew Tommy. He is throwing an event that is raising money, you know, because I love charity, and I definitely wanted to make sure that we get to the veterans first, okay? So, tell me why you decided to start this event.
Well, the foundation I started years ago, giving back to wounded veterans. What I went did two USO tours, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Afghanistan, Germany. Performed for the troops. Did it twice actually, and you know, I fell in love with the troops. I'm not a service person, but I fell in love with them because I actually saw what the front line actually looks like, and the people that protect this whole country. So I was concerned about when somebody gets hurt overseas and they come back home, you know, how long does it take? How long is the process before they actually get taken care of? And it's not an immediate process. So I created my foundation so we can help right now. You'd be surprised. I mean, all of us have been in a right now situation where you need $100 or $1,000 or whatever right now. So Miles of Giving, that's what we do. We give back right now. So every month we're trying to give to a veteran, and we do as much as we can. So this weekend, this is the Miles of Giving, and it's my birthday weekend, and there's a lot of right now going on. So we making sure that this weekend we're giving back to a lot of veterans. We did a big service project yesterday and went over and visited with them at their facility. So that's what Miles of Giving is all about. That's how it started. I came back from overseas and blew this thing up.
All right, so right now, tell them where they need to go and spread the coinage.
Milesofgiving.org. Milesofgiving.org. You can go there, you can make a donation and help us do something right now.
Right now. So I have one more question for you. Now, I know that we're doing all of this and getting people ready to love, but you and your wife have been together for a very long time now. And what about the people out there who are just trying to keep it spicy? Y'all got anything coming up for them?
The people that's trying to keep it spicy?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Tell us how to make it.
How to make it. We've been married, this June will be 20 years. That's my ride or die, that's my real, that's the person who actually, the only reason why I'm at this point is because, you know, she believed in me. And when I was in LA, I ain't have no car. She sent me a car, so I got a car. And you know, she's been the backbone. She was the breadwinner for a long time. She's an engineer out of Texas A&M. She was doing, yeah, we both were Aggies. So, you know, she was the person pulling the wagon. And now the tables have shifted. I've been blessed, and I pull the wagon. All she got to do is ride now.
Hey, you know, them Southside girls like to ride. I'm definitely a Southern girl, and I like to ride too. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Simply Tennille, and this is I'm Just Saying.
We just saying. Tell me a little too sweet, a little too spicy, whatever. Let me know what you think.
And we are back. I really hope that you
That was a
enjoyed
great
that video.
video.
We did have a really good
We
time.
did, we did.
You know, we
It's fun,
met a
fun.
lot of the Ready to Love cast from this season.
Yes.
You know, we had Alexis Fly on.
Yes, that's my
and
girl.
She was in the building with her little bite-sized self.
I
She's so doggone
know.
cute. My
She's so
goodness.
cute. We had bite size. We had fun size. We had all.
I know.
sizes.
Shout out to Vanity Closet. I have a whole commercial coming for you, girl. Just it's coming, okay? Because we sit up there and we gave you some great reviews right on the red carpet.
Exactly.
So that'll be exciting for everybody to see. All right. Now, we had a ton of different events go on that I have footage from, but you know, close. We're getting to the end of the first segment, so you know what we about to do now, okay?
What
There
are
were
we
some
about to
events.
do?
You know, I also need to tell y'all that the tiger got found. Okay.
Yes, the tiger has been found, so your children are safe.
Okay, so you know the tiger went missing. India, a 9-month-old male. Now everybody was saying that the tiger looked malnutrition and this, that, and the other when they found the tiger, right? I mean, it was a baby. So that makes it even worse because he was really healthy. Okay, he was
Aww.
already like 600 and something pounds. Like he's 9 months old.
Oh, he's a baby at 600 pounds.
He's a baby.
Oh,
He's a baby.
fine.
So yeah, he's actually pretty huge. He was healthy. And then they took him and you know they donated him to a place where people can't regularly come and visit.
Mm-hmm.
But you know it's a habitat for
Tigers
exotic
and lions
animals,
and bears,
if you
oh
will.
my.
They've got lions, tigers, and bears there.
Oh
so he's
my.
headed to a sanctuary.
Aw.
Also, I wanted to give you guys this information because you know we are always here and we're for the community. And we know that y'all are still out there collecting those unemployment checks. But if you want to stop riding the government, Margaritaville is hiring. Lake Conroe, don't put your head down. Out in Lake Conroe, Margaritaville is having a job fair tomorrow, and they will be hiring every single position that they have. And you know I'm gonna be at the lake this weekend, but I'm not gonna be working at Margaritaville. I'll come by and see y'all on the boat. Give
I
me a
have no
drink or two.
words.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is I'm Just Saying. We'll be right back.
We work our whole lives to support our families. With one accident or illness, it can all be gone in an instant. Now there's a smart, affordable way to protect your family. Go to findhealthbenefits.com and discover low-cost life insurance for as little as $2 per month. Add to that a tax-deferred annuity that can help you protect your assets and grow your money for retirement. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. A critical illness can strike without warning and wipe out your life savings. In fact, it's the #1 reason for bankruptcy. Find Health Benefits offers an affordable solution. Get up to $50,000 if you get cancer, stroke, or a heart attack, giving you the peace of mind to focus on getting better while the plan helps you to pay your bills and medical expenses. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. 66% of seniors spend more time shopping for cable TV than Medicare plans. Most say because it's just too confusing. Laws change every year. The wrong plan could cost you thousands and prevent you from seeing the doctors you want. Introducing FindHealthBenefits.com. Save time, save money, see specialists without referrals. Go to FindHealthBenefits.com or call 877-235-6094 for this informative brochure.
Society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters. When people stop talking to each other, society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
What's up, ladies and gents? This is the Bridget with the beautiful Simply Tennille over here, and we are back, bringing you all the latest and greatest in news, social unrest, and entertainment news and touchy subjects with Tennille.
Oh, yes, you got to stick around for that.
Yes, you have to stick around for that, and we are located here, 415 West Gray Street, upstairs, and we would love for you to come into the studio and be a part of our audience and one of our friends with Benny's.
Now, we have some extra lovely ladies here today in the studio with
Extra
us.
lovely ladies.
But guess what? We're going to wait. We're just going to talk about this COVID mask thing just for a little bit. Because if you guys want to jump in, you can. Okay. So, but ladies and gentlemen, now the mask mandate is going away. How do we feel about this, Bridget? How do we feel about it? No more panties on your face. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm still going to wear my mask.
You're still going to wear your mask. Yeah. You're going to play it safe, which is what I suggest that each and every one of you guys do. Keep me safe. No, I am tired of that thing. I am extra tired of it. They are leaving us to decipher who is vaccinated and who is not. You know, they didn't stamp everybody, you know, or they didn't give you one of those old school scars that you know, they should just stamp everybody, you know, denied, or just stamp everybody, you know, because like now people are going to start guessing. People are going to think that people are lying, because we are very distrusting in these times, if you will, of people and whether or not they are doing the right thing. So where do you guys stand on this? Y'all got a spot on this maybe that you?
Well, I mean, I'm fully vaccinated, so.
Both of you guys. You know what? You guys take clients in, so y'all are seeing a lot of people all the time.
Yeah, we're mental health professionals.
I am very much so at home unless we're out at an event. The rest of the time I'm there and I'm away from everybody else. I have been safe this entire time, but I'm definitely ready for everybody to get their vaccine, so that I can go outside without all that, and I don't have to worry about my makeup. You know, makeup costs money, and it gets all in the mask, and it's wasted, because then you got the smear under your lip. You know,
makeup's
I hate all of
mask.
that.
Yeah, but you know, for me, just real quick, I feel like this is another prejudice divide for us.
Oh, because
who's going to be? You know, are you vaccinated? You're not vaccinated. Oh, and then you're going to judge me.
Yeah.
You know, just like we judge each other, you know, for race or sexual orientation. This is just another thing to add.
Oh, I guess you're right. This is a judgy moment.
It is a judgy moment, and it's disappointing.
Well, don't judge me, and I don't care
and
if
don't
you
judge
do, because
me
you know
either.
I don't care. But
I don't
what
care
I'm saying is I'm going to be out there living my life. You know, if I decide to put a mask on because I don't trust you,
that part,
because that's going to also become into play, because you're going to go to certain situations and you're going to feel like you need to put it on because it feels a little thick in the air. You know, so.
That part.
But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, our special guest Jen and Hen from Sex
This
on
is Jen.
the Edge.
That's him.
Yes.
Hey,
Welcome,
guys.
ladies. To I'm
Hi.
just saying.
We're so happy to have you here
Yeah, thanks for
today.
having us today.
Of
I don't know where to
course.
look.
I know.
just-
I feel like one of our guests. Like, wait, who do we look at right now?
Yes. I'm glad that you get to be a guest instead of hosting your show, if you will, because we want to talk
Yeah.
all about it, and we want everybody to make sure that y'all check out this show. Tell them a little bit about the premise of your show and what you guys have going on.
Yeah, so we do Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen. It comes
Mhm.
out Wednesdays at 7 on Edge Radio.
On Hump Day.
On Hump,
Hump
Day.
Day.
Yes,
Perfect.
exactly. We are both licensed marriage and family therapists and certified sex therapists
All
in
right.
Houston. So.
Yes.
Yeah, my
That's
full
fair.
name's Hendrick Scott, and she's Jennifer Reeves. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. With a show like this, I bet you meet, all kinds of characters, asking questions all the time, wanting to know weird things, if you will.
That's just our job.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say that's
Yeah.
not the show. That's been the job for the last.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, my life.
What makes a person decide that they want to be a sex therapist for a living out of all things?
I think we have different stories. Mine, but some similar overlaps. So mine, growing up, even in high school, I knew I wanted to be a sex therapist before I knew sex therapy was a real thing. Like hearing Dr. Ruth
Oh, I
Westheimer.
used to love
Yeah,
Dr.
talk
Ruth.
about
You
penises
think
and
Dr. Ruth-
vaginas like no big deal.
Yeah.
When I was, in my formative years, so to speak, I was like, I want her job. She's amazing. And then helping all, I was actually TMI maybe, but still a virgin in high school, but
Right.
all of my
I
friends were
was
not.
Oh,
And so they would
same
come
thing.
to me
Me
for
too.
sex
You were
advice.
living vicariously.
Not really. I was masturbating all the time. I still
Oh,
did
I
my
wasn't
shit.
doing that.
Did y'all hear that
Great girl.
part?
Don't worry. I took care of myself.
Okay.
I didn't do that.
I just didn't need somebody else to do it for me because I was not going to.
She was practicing safe sex.
Yeah.
There you go.
It was safe.
I was
Okay.
practicing loving myself.
Yeah.
There you go.
See, that's a piece that a lot of you guys and gals are missing. You, didn't
don't love
yourself.
yourself.
It's true.
So now,
Yeah.
with your story,
Yeah.
how did you decide? Was it something that just kind of came about, or you got into it deep?
It's more the thought of wanting people to be more educated around sexual topics, because whenever they're not, that's whenever the bias is for us who are on like an alternative lifestyle.
Okay.
That's where we just get shit rained down on us. So it's like the mission of I've really got to educate people and myself about who I am, and then try to spread that out so that we're all just more knowledgeable about our bodies, about our relationships, and about how we affect the world.
I think a lot of this also leads to the fact that, ladies and gentlemen, you have to be willing to have open conversations. If you're not in therapy, then even just talking to people when you're young, or encouraging your kids to be able to come to you with those conversations. What is the one kind of misconception, if you will, that people have when it comes to early sex, if you will?
I mean, I think there's so many.
That's
It depends
a
on.
big
I mean,
question.
there's the religiosity aspect of things. Like
Oh.
you're damned, you're going to hell
Yep.
if you have sex before you're married.
Depends on which age group. Like all of us, we're not probably taught about consent or about a lot of things growing up.
Yeah, definitely. Like, so, I mean, education just from the parents, from the schools. We live in Texas. I say it all
Bible
the
Belt.
time on our show. Like, I love Texas, but Texas's sex education
Terrible.
There is none.
It sucks.
There is none.
There isn't. It's abstinence only is still with it, which has been proven time and time again to not be an effective methodology of teaching sex education.
Yeah, when
So-
you tell me not to do something, I'm gonna go do
Right.
it.
Right.
Right.
But I want to
It's
touch on the
definitely
point of the religious side of it, because
Yeah.
I too was a virgin in high school, and I was told that same thing because
Nobody believes you, Brigitte.
You know what, Tennille? I've never cursed her out, but there's a first time for everything. But yes, I was raised staunch Baptist.
Yeah.
As Black people say, I was raised in the Baptist
Staunch
church.
Southern Baptist.
Yeah.
And so that was the thing, that if I had sex before marriage, that I would
Yeah.
be damned. I would go straight to hell, and all those
Yeah.
things. So that really terrified me, and I didn't have sex for a long time.
Yeah.
I was still a virgin in college,
Yeah.
and that's true, Tennille.
See, I wasn't
You're
raised
trying
with
to
the
convince.
religious
No.
aspect. My mother was actually fairly good about my friends would come to me with sex questions, and this was before the internet. I'm that old, so I would go to my mom and ask my mom, and she would tell me she would discuss it with me. So it was never a complete and utter taboo in my house. And because of that, I didn't have to like, I've got to go do this.
Yeah.
Instead,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I know how to take care of myself. And I don't need that stigma. I didn't want the stigma in high school of being a slut was what I was at, was
Right.
my reason
Same here.
behind it. Was less of the religious aspect and more of the, I don't want to walk through the halls and people be like, she's a whore, she's a whore.
Yes, and everybody comparing your
Yep.
pee,
Yeah.
you know, saying, oh, I liked it, I didn't, I this. That is like the worst conversation to walk up on, you know, a group of
Yeah.
boys that are discussing your homegirl's pee, and you're like, girl, you told me you didn't do nothing, and she like, yes, well, you know, don't give me the long pause at all, you know,
Yeah.
and now you got to lie to me about it. Now I'm feeling like we're not really good friends. It causes tons of problems. If you
Yeah.
are right now watching live on Facebook and you've got a question for these lovely ladies, definitely put it in the comments right now. Remember, the name of the show is Sex on the Edge.
On the edge.
And ladies, before we get too far gone on this,
Mm-hmm.
we have to talk just for a little bit about an upcoming event.
Yes.
Okay.
So we
Now,
have
I
going
wanted to
on.
include these ladies because, like you said, the open conversation does need to be there, and people need to
Yes.
know how to take care of themselves in those lulls when they can't find anybody.
Like the
Ladies
COVID
and
lull is
the
real.
COVID is
Okay.
real. I was coming back to COVID as well. Now that we're starting to get back out there, you know,
Mhm.
and you still need to be safe, you know, because you're supposed to be wearing your mask, and I know you're not wearing your mask during
That part.
sex, but
Masks and condoms.
I think it might be a
Masks
little
and
sexy
condoms.
because y'all know I'm a little kinky. I like a little costume every once in a while.
Oh
The
my
COVID pack
gosh.
costume.
I mean, you
I-
could wear
maybe
a
coming
ninja
out by-
costume, and that covers everything.
Ah,
By Simply
love
Dotnil. We wear bunny heads and all kinds of
TMI.
Okay,
Move on,
sorry,
please.
moving forward. Moving forward, I got focus here. Y'all took me to a whole nother space.
No, you
Yeah.
took yourself.
Anyway. You
I'm
know,
just saying.
I know
Love
how to
you.
take care of
I
myself.
know.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be having a speed dating. I know that
Yes.
people have been getting away from this, but we're going to do cut to the chase.
Yes.
Now,
Speed dating
I
with
brought
a
these
twist.
ladies here because I'm going to ask them a question. What is one thing during a speed dating? You know how you have a certain set of questions that you need to
Yeah.
ask really quick. What is something that can kind of cut people to the chase of finding somebody quick? You know, y'all are therapists. You've heard everything in the book, right?
So I know you want a juicy sex question, but my
doesn't
question is
have to be
going to
about
be
sex.
right now, like,
Okay.
have you gone to therapy to work on your shit?
That's what I was
Ooh,
gonna say.
because we all got it. Okay.
And what did you get out of that therapy?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like that is going to be. I'm single right now as well, so when I go out
Okay.
dating, that is for sure going to be one of the questions that I ask
Yes.
my partner. Have you gone to therapy, and what did you get out of it?
Okay, that's
I
a
like
good
that.
one.
I
How
like
about
that.
you?
I want to know how people talk about their exes, because if you sit there and you slam
Bash.
on,
Oh,
Yes.
I mean, if it's every single ex you've ever had and you have just terrible things to say about them, to me, you're the common denominator. And why
Correct.
are you dating 15 shitty people that are treating you shitty?
and never fixed anything.
Like,
you
I-
never
yeah.
sat down and said, well, maybe I'm bringing this reaction out of people. I hate a person who does not think that they had anything to do with any of
Right.
the problems.
Right.
You know,
It's you.
this man left because of this, or this woman left because of that.
It's
and
you.
it's probably because they tried to talk to you and you weren't willing to listen.
It's
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I want to know some self-reflection, some self-awareness.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
those were some really good ones.
Very
so make
good
sure
ones.
that you guys keep those in mind. They're going to teach you some extra tricks while we're there, you know, to kind of get to the point of where you need to be when you're starting out dating somebody. So remember, Cut to the Chase is going to be on June 26th at the Blue Leon, okay? At the Blue Leon in Humble. So make sure you plan your drive, because nobody likes a person who's late, especially if you're coming to meet, you know, someone wonderful. They want you to be on time, and they want you to have your little libation and don't get out of control.
That part.
Okay?
That
But some
part.
of them can't even control it for one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it sticks out.
Yeah.
We don't
a
want
lot.
you to come.
We don't want you there.
So let's get back to this COVID woes when it comes to sexual encounters. We do touchy subjects here, and one of ours was a guy who did not want to tell everyone that him and his girlfriend had caught COVID. He just kept on dating while she was on her quarantine outside of that. So is there anything that you would like to suggest to people when it comes to dating out here during COVID?
Did you mean like she was quarantining and then he was cheating on her?
Yeah, basically.
Oh,
yeah.
he was like, you
She
have
said-
COVID, therefore I
said-
can go
no,
bang
well,
other people.
She said that he should tell people that, you know, he had been in contact with her.
Yeah,
He
just
said
like a
he was
sexually
not going
transmitted
to
disease.
tell anyone
That's
that.
right.
He's just going to keep pushing.
Okay.
And she quit him. And then she
Oh.
was kind of missing him during the whole situation because, of course, you're sick and then you're missing your man and all this kind
Yeah.
of crap. So we know that COVID brings up all kinds of issues,
Yeah.
not only mentally,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
physically. You know, you start wanting things. So
Yeah.
COVID is the new STI.
it,
Yeah.
it definitely
for
is.
real.
Yeah.
It is. It's horrible. So what
Yeah.
do you suggest to people in those types of situations?
I did see that people stayed in relationships longer than they should have.
Oh, during COVID.
Wow. Wow.
Nobody knew it was you till you told on yourself.
Well, I picked it up
No.
real quick as soon as she said it. All that
It's
energy
true.
came over
It's
here.
true.
No, people were taking things that they
True.
didn't deserve. They were like letting behaviors slide because they didn't want to be alone. And it's like your worth is still there, regardless of if we're in a
So how many
pandemic.
times she had to tell you that?
Okay.
I mean, I was with
Ah!
for 10 months, but,
I know.
but
This is
10
this
months
is
too
super
long.
funny
Yeah,
because
way
you
too
know
long.
it's really hard sometimes for therapists to in turn put
oh my god,
all their
Yeah.
workings on
So
On
true.
themselves.
So true.
Yeah.
I joke. I have a joke that I say that I've been saying for years, which is probably messed up and doesn't apply to all. But you know that phrase like those who can't teach.
Mhm.
I will say those who can't have healthy relationships
Ah.
become marriage and family therapists. It's not true.
Dang.
Like she has a wonderful healthy relationship with her partner.
Yeah.
I know plenty of other marriage and family therapists that have healthy relationships. I just say it about myself as a joke. Because
So who do you guys go to for therapy?
Me and her both are off and on therapy because therapists will even have to drag themselves to therapy.
Oh,
We'll be
yeah.
like, fine,
Yeah,
I need help.
Yes.
Definitely.
There's a new show about that actually, and I think it's called The Therapist or In Session. Oh, it's called In
Yeah.
Session.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to watch this because it looks like she is going through relationship stuff. She's going through woes with her kid, all kinds of stuff, and
Yeah.
you don't think about, that they need to self-medicate
Yeah,
as well.
We're humans.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
still people.
And I'm in constant consultation with like my best friend who's a therapist, so we're constantly kind of
Yeah.
doing it
Pushing it
for
back and
each other of like, are you okay? Are you taking care of
Yeah.
yourself? Or this seems a little unhealthy. You want to talk about that? And you're like, fine.
Yeah, because people have energy and
busted.
things
Yeah.
on them, and you
Yeah.
have to internalize that
Yeah.
when you're
Yes.
trying to help them as well. So I was
Yeah.
just wondering how you guys got help.
Yeah.
Okay, well, cool. They
Yeah.
go to their friends.
Yeah, see.
I'm
Well, who are
a
therapists?
therapist. Yeah,
Yeah,
I have
all
a
their
therapy
friends are
session
therapists.
today at noon,
Hey,
actually.
to talk about that person you stayed with 10 months too long.
No, that's She's past that.
Yeah.
That's part of the conversation. It's going all the way back to childhood.
Oh,
It always goes back to
as
child.
why
I
you
have
stay.
like a weird belief, like, don't come at me, other therapists, but if you didn't grow up in a chaotic environment or traumatic environment, I question your ability as a therapist. I know that's
Because you've not
Messed
been through
up.
anything.
Yeah.
I get that.
Right.
yeah.
No, I
Okay,
get it.
so before we run out of time, I want you guys, if you have any upcoming events or if you want to invite people to the show or tell them where to follow
Where
you
they
on
can follow
social
you,
media,
yeah.
we would love for you to do that right now because this is I'm Just Saying. So make sure y'all pay attention and jot it down.
And watch their show.
That part.
Go ahead.
Yeah. What do you want to start? Like Instagram,
Yeah.
Facebook?
Tell us all.
Social
Yeah,
media.
at Sex on the Edge for Instagram, at Sex Talk with Jen and Hen on Facebook. We work at Houston Relationship Therapy with Dr. Viviana Coles. You can find us there.
Okay.
Our show, Sex on the Edge, comes out on Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock. But we do pre-record our show on Mondays at 1. So, yeah, I would love to have a
Live
live
studio
audience.
audience.
And
Yeah.
have people come in and ask questions someday. So if you
Ooh.
ever want to sit
Pop
in the
in.
audience and ask us some sex
So
questions.
Tanil and I will be
let us
here
know.
next Monday. Not next Monday, but the Monday after.
The Monday after because
Yeah.
I'll still be.
in
on the
Cancun.
beach.
Well, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So I want to ask this one other thing that I know people are waiting for me to ask. Now, when it comes to cultural differences in relationships, how hard is it kind of deciphering on different ends of the spectrums? Because I know we all go through the same things, but everybody thinks that this is so much different than this.
No, it's
We're
not.
all people, okay?
Yeah.
It's people. This
Human.
is human
Human
2021,
race.
okay? So are there a lot of differences that you've seen maybe?
So I will tell my clients pretty consistently, because they always come in and they have this like trepidation of like, we're so alone, nobody else is dealing with this, and and I can see the look on their face, and I'll usually say, oh honey, y'all aren't that special.
I
Like-
hate to break it to you.
Yeah. And what y'all are going through, I've seen 1,000 times before, and that is across cultures, and dynamics. So even in open relationships, closed relationships, there are certain things that you have to take into perspective there and be aware of. Obviously my life experiences are not going to be the same as like your life experiences or even Hendrix's life experiences. I'm a heterosexual cisgendered white girl. So I do confront that and ask people, like, what are your experiences, so that we can go there, because I'm not going to presume. Okay. But overall, as far as the relationship goes and the relationship dynamics, when I see couples, it's all very, very similar. Yeah, like it's, everybody's dealing with communication issues.
Did you hear that? It's the same.
Everybody's dealing with sex issues. I mean,
okay. Yeah, but we do live in Houston, and we do see a lot of like different cultures, different races together. So I make sure to ask, how is this influencing your relationship? Absolutely. I won't presume to know, but I definitely ask and bring it up.
All right. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it right here on I'm Just Saying, that y'all are out there dating. It's been a lot of fun. COVID plays a problem with it, but it's not that big a deal. Also, stop harboring and holding on to things from your childhood. They're affecting your relationships. Did I catch it all? Oh, also, don't let religion beat you over the head when it comes to making yourself happy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is I'm Just Saying. We had Jen and Hen from Sex on the Edge. Make sure you check them out. This is Simply Tennille, and we'll be right back.
Hey, what's up? It's Carl Payne. Take 2. Up next is Entertainment News.
Don't push me because I'm close to the edge.
I'm trying not to lose my head.
Hey, this is the Talk About Unity show where I bring the talk.
And I bring the unity.
And together we talk about unity. Unity is what matters.
Come on.
And right now in our country, that's what we've got to do. So we do that here at Talk About Unity on the Edge Radio Network. Be with us every week.
It's going to be awesome. It always is. And I tell you what, the more we seek first to understand, then be understood, we make progress.
And we like to do that. And that's why everybody's on the brink. We love what we do at Edge Radio because everybody's on the edge. We bring them back from the edge and we bring the unity. So we're just glad to Edge Radio Network every Tuesday morning, 10 a.m. Talk about unity because here at Edge Radio Network, truth still matters.
Aren't you tired of not getting what you want in bed?
Are you ready to spice things up behind those closed doors?
Woo! We're here for you every hump day at 7 p.m.
This is Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen. I'm Jennifer Reeves.
And I'm Hendrix Scott, and we are professional licensed sex therapists.
So remember to watch us Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Edge Radio TV, just in time for sexy time.
Hey y'all, I'm Robin B.
And I'm Dr. Kiva.
And we just want to know
how you living?
Join us every Monday
at noon Central Standard Time
here on Edge Radio TV. Take care.
When people stop talking to each other, society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
Hey, I know y'all saw Carl Payne introducing entertainment news with This Is Me, Bridget. Ladies and gentlemen, it is definitely time. There's so many things that we didn't even get to cover, but I got to do one thing before we get into entertainment news, because I was sure that you had it in there, but you said you knew that I was going to have it in there, but it's okay because I want to tell y'all about the new Miss Universe. Yes. You know, I love people that are pretty and smart. Yes, and I hope that I'm pronouncing her name properly, but this is Mexico's Andrea Meza, okay? She reigned at the pageant, which was delayed last year due to COVID. Okay, so she still kept herself together through the year, came and brought them the sauce, and she is now crowned Miss Universe. Okay, Brazil was runner-up, and Miss Peru came as second runner-up. But yes, that's Miss Andrea Meza. She's beautiful.
Congratulations.
You know, when she was doing her wave, I even looked at her armpit is even beautiful.
Wow.
And she's a pretty lady.
Wow.
Okay.
She got it together.
I don't know who is slicking that skin down.
Who goes to? Does she go to?
She must be wearing Rihanna's what is that body butter, whatever that. She's got some new stuff out. I said I was gonna take it on my trip with me, so I can come
you didn't bring me none.
So
see how she treat me, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how much I'm gonna use. You know, we might get a little.
I want my own.
We might. No, I'm saying I don't know how much I'm gonna use on the trip. You know,
entertainment news.
I gotta
with
get
This Is Me, Bridget.
Every day. Entertainment news.
What's up, ladies and gents? We're trying to bring this back, and this is the part of the show where you have entertainment news with This Is Me, Bridget. We are going to start out with Mr. Ricky Schroeder.
Oh,
from
wow.
Silver Spoons.
I remember Ricky. He used to be cute back in the day.
Later on, he went to NYPD Blues. He's aging well, I think. So Mr. Schroeder went off on a Costco employee because the employee wanted him to wear a mask, and he was saying no, blah blah blah. So anyway, he has now issued an apology, but listen to this apology and let me know if you think it's sincere or not. He says, Jason, nothing personal. I'm not upset with you or anybody in the position like you have works for a living. I understand you were following the laws and rules. I was trying to make a point to the corporate overlords, and I'm sorry that I had to use you to do it. And if I hurt your feelings, I apologize.
Did we use corporate overlords in this?
Corporate overlords. But I feel like his apology was what I call backhanded because it was still offensive.
It was. It's okay. He got nice nasty with him.
Yeah, but he still took it out on poor Jason. Is my point. So, moving on.
More entertainment news.
Yes, more mess. Because Gary Owen, his estranged wife, Kenya Duke, is seeking $44,000 a month in spousal support.
Okay.
44 G's. Now, she said that he was already paying her that, and she wanted to continue because she put off a lucrative career as an account manager to support him.
Account manager of what, boo?
Child, I don't know.
Was making you $44,000 a month.
Well, I still think she deserves it because she supported him.
I'm not saying that she don't deserve it, but let's talk about the facts here.
Yeah,
Don't
she said
try to
account
bring
manager.
up
Yeah,
your little
she said a promising
career.
career as an account manager.
Promising. That means it wasn't even there yet. You know, we know these underlying terms here. I'm just saying. Come on now. I'm glad that he's giving it to you, and I hope that he continues to give it to you. But what I have to say is, don't start trying to bring up your accolades and whatever now when you asking somebody for a handout. Yeah, if that's the case, you can still get it.
That's very true. And she's a beautiful woman.
She's a beautiful
she
woman.
Get it.
I'm sure that she's going to stay in the famous people circle.
Of course.
And be dating.
That's why she needs the $44,000 a month. So she can stay in the
she's got to, you know. You don't want to go back once you've been there, you know? Exactly. Don't want to do that. Anyway, keep going.
So, those Smith kids are always doing something phenomenal. Okay. And this time Jaden Smith is opening a restaurant where homeless people can eat for free.
Oh yeah, it's a vegan one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a vegan restaurant, but he said it's for homeless people to get free food. But if you're not homeless, not only do you have to pay, but you have to pay for more than the food's worth so that other people behind you can eat.
Oh, well, that's extra saucy to tell people what they gonna do.
Yeah. So you can come to the restaurant, but you're gonna pay.
But it's not a restaurant, it's a food truck. This is not his first food truck business.
It's not.
Right, okay.
It's not.
He likes food trucks.
He does.
I do too.
But it's cheaper also. But he is supposed to be opening up a restaurant, but they don't have a date yet.
Okay.
So
I can take it.
Yeah. So I have some sad news.
Okay.
Blackish is renewed for the 8th and final season on ABC.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You know, I was very late to this show. Because I just didn't want to watch it. Tracy Ellis, sometimes does a bit much for me. Anthony Anderson, sometimes, I like him, but together it was a lot. The kids are amazing in this show, but yeah, it was a bit much for me, so I wouldn't watch it at first. So then my mom kept, pushing me, and I kind of got back there. So tell us what's going on with it.
Okay. Well, creative executive producer Kenya Barris, he announced on Friday that this show has changed my life in so many ways, and I'm so proud of the conversations we've started along the way, but sometimes good things have to come to an end.
Right, and that's one of the things that I really liked about it, the messages and people dealing with, a different side, if you will. All we had was the Cosby back in the day, and this very much so for kids nowadays. This was their Cosby
and
show.
I think it was a way for them to learn things and get educated on social unrest, social injustice, and different things of that nature. They did a good job.
We talked about this, and I haven't put it in the movie scoop or the TV news, but another really good family show, since this one is dropping off for you guys to look at, is Mike Epps and Wanda Sykes, the Upshaws. If you're okay with your kids hearing a little bit of cussing every once in a while,
they heard it before.
It is really good. It's very realistic.
Very real.
And they've got all the family issues that people deal with on a regular basis.
On a daily. Okay. So another show that's being canceled is All Rise. Do you remember that show, the judge show, the court show? All Rise and The Unicorn have been canceled by CBS only after 2 seasons. But the reason why it's being canceled is because less than 2 months, the series creator and co-showrunner Greg Spottiswoode was fired from the set because there was a series of allegations with race and gender issues in the show's writing room.
Every single show has those issues.
I know.
That was one of the reasons with Jen in here, and I brought it up, that I know that everybody thinking something different is going on.
Yep.
But all of these issues are still consistently going on. That's nothing new. But neither one of the shows that you just talked about did I know.
Did you know
anything about?
All Rise was good though.
And I watch everything.
I know. I'm surprised you didn't know about All Rise.
No.
It's a good show.
Okay.
So I just want to give a celebrity birthday shout out to Miss Janet Jackson,
who
turned 55 years old.
The other day. Yay.
And Mr. Dennis Rodman turned 60.
Okay.
Yeah. So they had some birthdays. Okay.
Yes, I didn't know you was getting up there like that, boy.
I got a fun fact for you today that you're gonna
I'm
like.
ready for this fun fact.
Kangaroos.
Oh Lord.
Kangaroos have 3 vaginas and 2 uteruses.
Woo, we are on a roll today.
I had to do it. I figured I'd put something in there.
Talk about making yourself happy. Jesus.
Yes. And the male kangaroo has 2-pronged penises.
So can they fit into two of the vaginas at the same time, or how does this work?
No. So the female kangaroo has
Okay, you can pop it out.
has I'm sorry, this is so funny. So they have a separate opening for the urine and the feces, pee and poop, and then
It comes out of the vagina?
yes, they have something called
this
a
is out of
modified.
sight, Bridget. I don't like this. You went too far.
They have something called the colochia, with a single opening through which they pass the urine and the feces, and then their sexual organs share the same opening.
It is time to take
as
away her
well.
creative control.
No, this is
The poop comes out
educational.
of the
They
vag-
have 3 vaginas. This is one area, honey.
One of them is a butthole.
You know what? I'm trying to educate y'all, and this one over here is just being. Listen. So the unusual reproductive system, the female kangaroo can be continuously pregnant. With a fertilized egg in one uterus waiting to be released, a baby growing in the other uterus, and one in her pouch, and another hopping outside, but coming to get milk from its mother. Isn't that amazing?
Man, that's a rough life.
Isn't that amazing?
That's a rough life.
That's amazing. I think it's amazing. It
Why
just
are
shows.
we just now finding this
I
out?
know, because I didn't know. That's why I wanted to share it. I thought it would be a great educational
I think that everybody's
piece.
going to love that.
Yes. So
Except for
kangaroos,
the part about the
females,
poop.
3 uteruses.
'Cause
3
that's
vaginas, 2 uteruses, and the male has 2 penises.
Because that's a booty. Anyway.
So your affirmation or quote for the day, I posted this picture on my Instagram.
Okay.
And I said, take the time to smell the flowers along the way. Cherish your moments, your family and friends, and be thankful for the things that you have attracted into your life.
Oh, yes. Sometimes you guys attract bad things, but a lot of times you attract good things. I was kind of salty because when you posted this picture, I had posted a picture of me smelling a flower that Anthony had given me. I say, Bridget gonna go and post a picture with a flower right after me.
I didn't even see your picture.
I know. It's okay. I'm just
I
telling
can't
you
help
now.
it that we're in sync these days.
And that's what I'm saying.
Oh my
I
gosh.
attracted something good. And so did you. See where I went with that?
Shucks.
Like
I don't
that,
even know
don't
what
you?
to say. Yeah. Well,
I'm
thank
so
you.
sweet,
This has been Entertainment News with This Is Me, Bridget.
So I have one more little entertaining clip that I sent
what you
over
got, girl?
for us to post. And it's a meme.
Okay.
It's a meme. And it talks about kind of, these issues with the whole COVID situation out here. And it says, when you have not been to church in a while. Look at this. It says, when you haven't been to church school, oh, wait a minute, I can't read it. Oh, to Sunday school or church in a while. Who killed Goliath?
David.
Look what it says.
Vid. Oh,
COVID.
that's
The
hilarious.
baby said COVID.
Oh, yeah,
I thought
could
that
be
was just
CO.
so cute. We
That's
see a lot of them that
hilarious.
aren't really that funny, but this one was just cute.
That
It was
is
simple and it
hilarious.
was cute. So
That's
I had to pop that up there real quick.
David did.
Now,
COVID.
and now. 81%, because I like to throw these
Yeah, I know you
numbers
like
out here
those
to y'all. I
percentages
think I
out
might
there.
keep that as a part of the show.
Statistics.
Listen to this. 81% of the population, of the proportion of filling stations in Washington, D.C. were out of gas yesterday.
What?
Listen, it's going to be hell to pay if Houston runs out of gas when there's not really a
Bite your
shortage,
tongue.
if you will. People cannot get around this place. Nobody's used to riding the bus or the train.
metro.
DC is a different, breed, where they are a little bit more used to public transportation. I'm going to tell you and the Edge, if I have to get on a bus to get up there, I ain't coming. We're gonna be doing this thing from
the house.
Okay? I am not getting on however 40 buses to get up
Yeah,
there.
it would be 40.
What would you do, ladies and gentlemen,
Well,
if your
about-
situation changed and we did not have gas as early as tomorrow?
I don't know.
How
I'd
would
be
your life
staying at the
change?
house. It would change a lot.
Yeah.
Because they don't even have bus lines where I live. How about that?
That part. First, I would have to have whoever siphoned everybody else's gas take me up to the mall.
Something.
To try to catch it. I don't even know if the bus comes to the mall. Have I seen a bus outside?
Because you live in
Oh, I don't
think so. I haven't seen the transportation out there. That's what we get for living in the suburbs.
You know what? I don't live in those suburbs. That's you. No, I'm playing.
Tennille lives in the suburbs.
Listen.
There's no bus transportation where she lives either.
Out of gas. 81% of their gas stations. Can you imagine driving around town trying to find that doggone gas?
Running out of gas trying to find gas.
Ooh, girl, my feelings would be so hurt. If it is your dream to be on TV or behind the scenes, make sure you check us out here at The Edge because we are giving people their new life, okay? If you would love to come down here and work with some really great people, as you can see, Jen and Hen are here too, you know.
Yeah.
They were awesome, you know, so come on down. We would love to have some interns, may even wind up turning into a paid position if you are doing what you're supposed to do.
Mhm.
So please,
That part.
please hit us up at I'm Just Saying Live at gmail.com and we can get you signed up real quick like.
Real quick
like. So, ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, you know what we got? The movie scoop and
social unrest.
Social unrest. We may have to try to squeeze that one in
Yeah.
at the top of the segment. But then, Tennille's touchy subjects.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back.
Hey, it's your boy Nephew Tommy. Up next is Tennille's Touchy Subjects. So, don't touch that. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
The Natural Nation Network is really about taking control of your health physically, spiritually, emotionally, even intellectually, because there's so much out there in misinformation. There's a lot of people now that are suffering from all sorts of diseases that they really wouldn't have to suffer for if they had better information. And that's what we're here to do. Provide information that can save lives.
The mind and the body are totally connected.
Health can be really serious, and you know, sometimes we just have to lighten it up a little bit while we're still providing substantive information.
And you know, my sort of mantra on the salsa dance floor is kind of similar. You know, I tell somebody if you make a mistake twice, it becomes a move. Okay,
Tune into Natural Nation every Tuesday at 11 a.m.
Edge Radio TV is holding auditions for new show hosts. Are you a subject matter expert, professional, influencer, book author, thought leader, or business owner with an educational or motivational platform? Then we want to meet you. Send a link of some of your work to edgeradio20@gmail.com and be sure to put audition in the subject line. Join the Edge Radio TV family. Edge TV, because truth still matters.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is me, Bridget, with the beautiful Simply Tennille over here.
Yeah, she trying to do some work today, y'all. Look at her.
See, I've been over here multitasking, y'all. But anyway, we're at the Edge Radio TV Network, located here at 415 West Gray Street, upstairs in Midtown Bar and Grill. We would love for you to come down and be our friends with benefits.
Okay.
So we are going to talk about Mr. J. Cole.
So we did. We got a little.
Yeah, I got a picture.
Ladies and gentlemen,
there you
here
go.
he is. This is super duper amazing.
He did some amazing
news.
things.
You know, because during social unrest, we normally talk about the bad side of things, but this is something really great because he made his debut in the African Basketball League the same weekend that he dropped an album. Now talk about multitasking.
Who does that?
You put a whole album out. I'm sure that there were tons of release parties and different things you needed to do to promote that. And then you're highly skilled enough to make a basketball league, professional basketball league, if you will, and be able to ride that out. Man, that travel is about to get something serious. I'm trying to see how he's going to put 2 tours together.
Man,
like that is going to be
talented
crazy.
Like
he is definitely talented. I love his music, as I am sure most of you do as well. But we just wanted to, highlight that and say that, he's
shout out to J. Cole.
He's a real overachiever.
That part.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the movie scoop.
Hey.
Listen. I had the opportunity of kind of popping back on a movie that I had not seen, but I saw the cast members and I was like, man, all these people are in this movie. And I mean, they've got Jennifer Hudson in the movie, and I don't want to give too much away. When you see this movie, you're going to be super happy. If you are not taking my suggestions on movies, especially when it comes to the racial ones and the different things to kind of teach you how to get to the next level or how to experience or deal with things that you thought you were the only person dealing with, Monster is one of those movies. We have Steve Harmon. He's a 17-year-old honor student whose world come crashing down when he's charged with felony murder. Okay? Steve got into contact with the wrong people, just basically trying to get to school every day, stopping in the park, even though his mom told him all the time not to do exactly that. But he runs into an unruly character who gets him set up for a murder charge, and they are there together. Now, even though this is not his real friend, they're there together fighting to be free. Okay?
Kind of like life.
Ooh, no. Yeah, I guess if you will. Yeah. But it's about a young boy.
Well, I mean, he's young, but I mean, the premise of the story reminded me of life.
Life was in a different time period where they were snatching up NIGGAs. Still. He was kind of in the spot on this one, but I don't want to tell it all to you. So
you're saying I should watch it?
He did not want to spend the rest of his life in prison, so you're going to have to find out what happened, if he's still stuck there or not. Yes, you definitely got to watch this.
Okay.
Yes.
Everything she's told me to watch so far has been amazing.
I'm telling you,
because I really enjoyed
movie.
The Martins and the Machines. That was so.
She is still on a cartoon movie. I'm glad that I suggested that
because I'm a big kid.
Sometimes I get weird about suggesting the animated movies because everybody's like, "Oh, that's for kids."
No, really
y'all don't think I know what I'm talking about, but I do know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying. What you got over there? Comment.
From Carlin, he says Texas has the oil and refineries. So we're good.
Listen,
on the gas thing.
We are good. I'm gonna pop back to that for just a moment, because I'm in transportation, so it makes a big deal to me about the gas. I had my operations manager do a little research, and it's not that we're on an actual fuel shortage.
Right.
You know what it is?
Not. What is it?
It's the drivers. The drivers are not transporting the fuel, because they had started giving such low rates and whatever else for transportation because they could get away with it during COVID. So now they decided to chill. Why would I be all over the road and away from my family when I can collect on this unemployment or do whatever? So now we have a shortage of drivers, and they can't get to these stations like they were before. A lot of people lost their businesses because they were so heavily relying on being able to factor that money and get it from week to week. They're not even in the business anymore. So now, here you are with all these companies who need it all at the same doggone time. And you didn't realize what COVID did to the backside of this, which is transportation. So that's the real issue. The shortage is being able to get access to it, because Texas definitely's got it. all these reserves and whatever else. But let's move forward, Bridget, because you know what time it is.
Time for
Tennille's touchy subjects. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got one. I think Bridget and I are going to be in complete and total agreement on this one, but we will see. So make sure you go and pull up your Facebook right now so that you can make your comments for today's Tennille's touchy subjects, because it is quite touchy. Okay, here we go. Dear Tennille, the gram has got me all caught up. My girl caught me masturbating to her best friend's Instagram pics. How do I fix this? I don't know if there's a fix, because now she cannot trust you around her best friend.
Yeah,
this is not gonna work.
It's weird.
This is definitely not gonna work. So I'm gonna repeat this just in case y'all did not hear, because in the beginning of the show, look, in the beginning of the show, we were talking about taking care of yourself.
Yep.
He was trying to take care of himself, but the issue here is he went to Instagram and didn't get your pictures. He got your best friend's pictures pulled up on his phone, and then you caught him. So he was really having a good time, because he is not even paying attention that you done creeped up on him from the back. You probably was about to try to help him, and then you realized he was looking at your homegirl. Ooh, touchy subject.
Very touchy.
Girl, I would just, this right here would blow me away. I don't need you skimming through. What you got to say, Bridget? I'm just moving on to you. What you got to say about this?
Well, I'm going to play a little devil advocacy.
Okay, go ahead. I like it.
Why did he have to masturbate? Are you not helping
he's
him
got
out?
a whole woman
a
right
whole
there.
woman right there.
Maybe he didn't have to. Maybe he got them pictures and got a little excited. He said, ooh, she fine. Every time she come over here, she be smelling good.
Well, why aren't you smelling good? I'm just saying.
Might
Why
be
are you
smelling
over
good.
there? Why are you over there masturbating to my friend's stuff though? What did you not do that he had to go
Ladies,
masturbate?
Bridget is putting the ball in your court, and she is saying that you were not doing what you were supposed to be doing, and
to
you know,
help that man out.
and I'm one of those ladies who knows that there are guys out there who just like to do that every once in a while to keep themselves, straight, if you will.
Yeah, but if you over there doing all of that, then do you have time
You don't
for
need me.
Exactly.
I don't believe in that.
I
I'm
don't
just gonna
either.
tell you right now.
If you
ain't
a
doing it
dude,
if
come
you're not
on.
doing it with me, you're taking yourself there, and I feel like it's cheating anyway.
It is
so was
cheating.
he cheating with her best friend?
I feel like
he
he
was.
is.
He was definitely cheating.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you have a comment and you want to maybe save this guy, because he is definitely looking for a way to fix this with his girlfriend, what does he need to say when he gets ready to have this conversation? Because I just can't. I don't know if there's a way to fix this.
It's not. Like I usually say, you out. Peace.
And if you like Bridget said, if you in turn turn it on her, because Bridget is saying turn it on her and say, well, you weren't doing X, Y, and Z. Ooh, that's gonna get sticky too, because now I'm gonna feel like you blaming me for your indiscretion.
Well, that's
and
what we
I
do.
can't talk to my best friend about it because it's her.
Well, what's the other part to this?
How do we talk to the friend?
What's
Do
the
y'all
other part,
think?
Tennille?
Do you think that the friend knows about this crush?
Is it a crush though?
It's clear. Well, he might have just been getting him one.
It could be just nasty.
Real nasty. That's the ones we like the most of. He nasty. It's
He
okay.
nasty. You nasty.
So the friend has no idea. Do we bring her in on the?
See, I
do we
knew
bring
it.
her in on the secret?
No.
You're saying hide it from your friend?
Because I don't know, because it's a kind of a catch-22.
He might be walking through the hallway and tap her on the booty. And
Well,
she
wait a
thinks she
minute. Are
can't
they in
tell
high
you?
school or something?
They grown.
Okay, then. What hallways are they walking through?
The house.
Oh, the house.
This is the best
Yeah.
friend. She's probably over there hanging out. She's coming to
Yeah.
having for the swimming
Nah.
sessions. They in their bikinis traveling together.
I'm going to just have to let him go. I'm going to have to kick him to the
You're
curb.
gonna have to kick him to the
Yeah,
curb.
because now I don't trust you.
Because they're not married.
Right.
This
Now
is
I
a
don't
boyfriend,
trust you.
girlfriend situation.
And you're around my friend. You might want to make it a reality. And then if I tell her, she may secretly like you too.
And then y'all gonna be sliding like Portia and
You
messy
did
mess.
not go there.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I meant to bring that up too.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that's a whole mess in itself. But yeah, no, I'm gonna have to kick him to the curb.
Okay, do we have any comments from Facebook?
We do.
Okay,
So,
save him, y'all. Save him.
Max Wani says, honestly, there's no fix. Her catching him, I guess he meant to say her catching him beating your cucumber is one thing. But beating it to her friend is the next level unless she's down for something kinky.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Maybe they might want to include her.
Yeah.
Nowadays, the way things are going,
Yeah. And then Carlin says, men's issues is always to go after that which they don't have. That's what's broken in many men.
Okay, so so he's saying that maybe
Yeah.
it is not the woman's fault, and that other one is
Nah, it's
looking
not her
real
fault.
exotic
I'm
on
just
Facebook, and maybe his girl doesn't post those type of suggestive pictures.
Maybe his
I was
girl
gonna go there.
Looks
She
like
might-
what's her face? Derek Jackson's wife with the headband.
You know what? I am so done that you brought up Derek Jackson's wife in
I'm
this
sorry.
and how frumpy she is. Some men like it
Or
frumpy.
maybe she's fun
They want
size.
you to look like you homeless at home
maybe
and
she's
look
fun
like
size.
a superstar when you're out in the public. They
Well,
like that.
What Betty Wright says, a cook in the kitchen, a lady in the streets. You can't
Yes.
show your teeth to every guy you meet.
And if you ain't learning them, you ain't earning them. Okay,
No
you gotta
pain,
go
no
through
gain.
some things, and this is definitely a thing because if I catch you, number one, masturbating,
Oh, I already
and
know
didn't
you going
ask
upside,
me,
Mr. Anthony.
and didn't ask me, to come help you out, because I don't play that. I'm gonna have to help you out. I would rather be there for the goings down. Okay,
of course.
Yeah,
help my man out.
So if you're already doing that, and then on top of that,
Mhm.
it's a close friend of mine. I don't know. That's not gonna work for me
Yeah.
either. I don't think there's any saving from this. I think that he should run for the hills at this very moment.
Yep, take the loss.
Yeah, just take the loss
that
and get
L,
out of there
bruh.
because she's gonna bring this up every time she comes around. The friend comes around, she's gonna be making slick comments saying, "I know you better not be watching her booty. I know you better not be doing this, that, and other." Who wants to hear that all the time?
Or who you looking at on Instagram? You want
Yeah.
to masturbate to her too?
I say run for the streets. Oh, and then that may also come into the thing. Let's talk about that because it's a really big thing right now. People and their social medias.
Yep, that part.
I used to hear so many people in talking about, oh, I don't let him get on social media, or I made him close that social media down. Why? If that's what he wants to do, you can't change that. And he just gonna lie about it anyway. Somebody's telling him such and such posted or asked where you are or whatever else. If he doesn't have any self-control, how do you feel about men in social media or, partners in social media, Bridget?
Well, from personal experience,
Mm-hmm.
my ex-partner didn't know how to handle himself on social media because somebody contacted me on social media to tell me that they had been sleeping with my ex.
Oh my God,
Touchy
not
subject.
the social media. That's another thing. I think that is like breaking a golden rule. If you know that you are a side piece,
Try it. Just be a side
do
piece.
not go searching through my doggone
that's what she
content
did too.
to find who I tagged or did whatever or who's in the photo.
And that's what she did.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh man, that is super tacky. I don't
told
believe
me
in
that
calling
he
the other
was-
person. Go ahead and say what you were saying.
No, she said he gave her a whole different name and everything. I can laugh at that shit. That wasn't funny before though.
Yeah, it was
But
hurtful
yeah.
before,
Oh,
right?
Of course, it was
Yes.
hurtful, but it's funny now. But yeah, I gave her a whole name, and you know how Facebook suggests people, and so he popped up, and she was like, "Wait a minute!" And then she
This
looked,
is
and
not
she
the
saw
name.
me, and she was like, "So by the way, I have been sleeping with your husband for the past 3 months."
And she was mad because she was just finding out about you.
Yeah,
that part.
Yeah.
So let's also talk about the mental side of this.
Oh, yeah.
With the female, because we know that this is going to be hard for her,
Of course.
to get past.
Of
because
course.
now, we always talk about, how much we love our friends, and that's my best friend, this, that, and the other, and she's beautiful, and this, that, and the other. Now it's going to cause a rift between them because
Yeah.
it's like, what does she have that I don't?
But she didn't even do anything because she didn't know.
She
Wasn't
didn't do
her fault.
anything, but now it's going to create an issue in
Between
this
the pair of
girl's
them.
brain,
Yep.
and it's going to cause a problem with them. So now not only did you probably lose your man, but you also probably lost your best friend. Oh, this is so sad.
But why is it that men can have an issue or whatever with the girl and they good, but if we have an issue with the guy, we fall out.
Because they tell themselves that sex doesn't matter. You know, it's just sex.
Well, is that saying they have bros before hoes?
Yeah.
Isn't that the truth?
Basically the same thing. That's what they say. Even though we always know there's that one woman floating through there that if any of his partners try to talk to, it's gonna be a problem.
You think so?
Oh yes. There's always one that is off limits.
So is that true, guys? Because we have a bunch of guys
of guys in here. Is it true that there's always that one woman that floats through and she's off limits?
Is that the truth?
To your friends.
To your friendship. Oh,
See?
Okay. So you end your friendship with that guy?
No, he's saying that he still is saying that she's a no-go because she let him entertain her.
But he's saying he's still going to be his friend. That's still your boy. See?
But he's basically saying that there's not one woman.
But I understand it. But what I'm saying is that men can have a fallout with a girl who gets, like he said, she's trash, and they just write her off. Now he's saying that, I wouldn't let that get in the middle of our friendship. But women will let a guy come in between us and it's over. And we've been friends for 20 years.
It's very true. And they try to bring it back. But just like we talked about with the 2 babies.
Oh.
That
touchy subject.
You got a baby by the same guy. Raise your kids together, You were friends before. You might as well not stop now.
They're brother and sister.
So, I definitely get it,
Yeah.
It makes us even closer. Now we don't have to be each other's godparent because we are a step parent. Better connection, if you will. But ladies and gentlemen, I think that this guy is out of there. That's going to be my final say on there.
I'm done.
If I was him, I would run for the hills myself. I wouldn't even wait for her to do anything else. If y'all are living together, that's a different situation. But I would always be thinking that he was doing something he had absolutely no business. I would always think that he was looking at my friends. Like, why did you even go and search for her on social media? I don't know. Yeah, very touchy. Leave it alone. Back away from this whole situation. Y'all go find some people that you're really interested in and that you want to have sex with instead of yourself.
That part, I agree.
Okay, so you can be happy. Okay, so, I like to add a little extras in there, and Bridget and I talked about this. Man was charged with his wife's murder, illegally cast her ballot for Trump. Officials say, I just thought, give him another vote. So now he was charged with her murder. In turn, took her voter registration card and went and voted for Trump.
On her behalf.
On her behalf. How do we feel about this?
It didn't work. He voted for it, but it didn't work. Yeah,
and this is crazy.
It didn't work.
This is so crazy to me because I'm like, you went and spoke for her after you knew she was already dead.
Yeah, but he killed her. That's crazy.
That's why I'm saying he knew she was
maybe
dead.
it was because she didn't want to vote for Trump.
Oh, I don't think they got in that bad an argument. I would like to say that those arguments did not happen and get that rough.
I've seen people argue and kill people.
Politics can get very touchy.
Exactly.
You're right. Up next, the petty hospital that is suing people during the pandemic. Listen, in Missouri, there's a nursing home that was sending people to the hospital, during the pandemic.
Okay.
Why is the hospital suing them for these unpaid bills, knowing nobody's back to work and nobody's this, that, and the other? And several other people were coming from nursing homes, so it was like the nurses and whatever else who had gotten sick from the patients.
Oh, gotcha.
Y'all are extra petty. I know that the money is yours and that you're expecting to get it, but really, it's not even over yet, and you've already started sending out lawsuit information for these nurses that were first responders and for these patients that are in the nursing home.
That's crazy.
Y'all got to get y'all life together. Y'all need to go find a grant and see if they'll pay that off. Please file for some government assistance or something that can repay you for that. If it is that crucial, that whole hospital needs to shut down.
Yeah, that part.
You don't go after the nurses and the elderly.
Yeah, that's sad.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you tune in on Thursday because I will be reporting live from Cancun.
Yeah, she will. I'll be here in the studio.
And I just might put on some clothes.
Please do. Jeez Louise.
That part. Okay, so Bridget, what we got up next?
So we have up next Erase the Race with Mr. Carlin T. Carlson?
Is that right? I cannot believe you just did that. Just leave it out.
And Richard Jennings. I don't know what's the T stand for, Carlin. Oh, excuse me, Carlin, terrific.
Yeah,
Charleston and Richard Jennings.
I was about to say something. I'm done.
And we are loving Mr. Jennings' beard. It's so handsome. It's very distinguished.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been yet another episode of I'm Just Saying. I hope that you really, really and truly enjoyed it. We're working hard for you guys out here, but remember, we need to know about your community events and different things that you have going on around the city. Just hit us up. You can contact us, by phone. We talked about somebody giving out their number on the red carpet.
Oh my gosh.
I thought that was funny.
That was hilarious.
But just hit us up on email at imjustsayinglive@gmail.com. Yes, we love that song because we're going to get it because that's what we want. That part. We'll talk to you guys on Thursday. Peace.